My name is Rory Clark. I'm a director at Kaleidocode Pivot, and essentially I have been involved in the creation and the running of this apprenticeship program over the last 7 years. We have run a class every single year with a growing number of apprentices that are focused on getting a fantastic start in software development. And our program is designed to be able to assist you, to boost you, to be able to outcompete wherever you're at from now, and really build a experience for you to be able to get into the software industry in a meaningful way. I'd like to introduce you to Andrea Story, who will share a little bit more about herself and is sharing the call with me today.
Thank you, Rory, and good day to everybody. So happy that you could have joined us today. As Rory has mentioned, my name is Andrea Story. I'm actually the Human Resource Officer here at Kaleidocode Pivot, and also just largely involved in the management of the apprenticeship program. Rory did touched a little bit on the program, but I've actually been working with the company. I've been with the company for almost about 7 years now, and truly, and really passionate about what we do here, about developing our young minds, giving recent graduates the opportunity to get into a program like ours, where you guys will develop the skills that will definitely equip you for the software industry. So like I said, I'm happy for you to join us today, and really hoping this webinar will be beneficial to you as well. Over to you, Rory.
Perfect. Joining us today, and we'll be presenting a little bit later, are 3 of our apprentices from the current year, 2024, and they're going to share a little bit about their experience, what it is like to sit in your shoes, and are available to answer questions during the Q&A later in the session. So look out for that. But for now, Knowles and I will give you a bit of an introduction about our program and who we are. So really, what does Kaleidocode Pivot do? We do a combination of things. We've got 2 sides to our business. The one side is we do software development projects, whether it's test, whether it's dev, whether it's business analysis or project and Scrum Master services. We run projects for corporate customers and write software in effect. And then the second side of the business is that we run apprenticeship programs, which essentially takes young graduates like yourself, bring them into those projects that we run, and give you a thorough foundation to become a software professional. A number of our customers are being shown up on screen to give you a bit of an idea of the type of work we do. You can see we've got a range of different corporates that we work with, from banking, financial services, security, online gaming, retail, you name it. We've got a broad set of clients and a broad set of projects, and these are the projects that we pull young graduates into and help blood you and give you experience during your apprenticeship year with us. Just to give you a bit of an idea, we've got a wide variety of apprentices that join us each year, different demographics, ages, backgrounds, but the program itself is pretty similar each year. It just gets enhanced every single year. It's very hands-on, and there's a very tight connection between the coaches and the apprentices as they work through the year, gaining experience. So speaking about that, I'm going to hand over to Knowles, who's going to give you a bit of an idea of roughly what our apprenticeship includes.
Thanks again, Rory. So what does the apprenticeship include, and what will it provide for you guys? So the apprenticeship will provide all successful candidates with experienced coaches. So these coaches are actually our skilled and very experienced staff members who have been working within this industry for many years, and they actually offer their time to coach and guide you throughout the year of the apprenticeship. You also get exposed to different practical boot camps guided by our coaches that I've mentioned above. And Rory will get into a little bit more detail on the different boot camps that we actually do offer. Part of this experience as well is working on a commercial project. So you will get an opportunity to join software teams with guidance from experienced team members, so you won't be left alone there. Where you'll work with production software, you'll be able to contribute to the code or the quality and the user experience of the commercial products that you guys will be a part of producing. So another exciting factor of this whole experience is that you'll also get to build your own full stack web application. And each of the apprentices receive one-on-one coaching from our experienced software developers, and they will be able to be there to direct you and guide you throughout every step of the process. This is from the beginning, from you gathering requirements or the design of your application and the testing as well, right through the process. And of course, and last and certainly not least, we will also provide you with a competitive salary because this is, yeah, guys, a proper job. So from the time that you start in January up until December, you will get, and yeah, we will provide you with a salary. Right. So just a little bit of a breakdown on the apprenticeship year. Um, at the beginning, like I mentioned, early January, you guys will join us. You'll join the program, and then as you you'll kick off with induction sessions. So you got different sessions that like talk about the apprenticeship itself, the company, get introduced to different people within the company, and also in that first month, you will also go through the core boot camp. So this will be testing boot camp, agile projects, and also soft skills will be part of the boot camps that will be in the first month. From the following month, February up until around April or so, you will also get into more boot camps, guys. So a bit of coding boot camp, automation testing bootcamp, business analysis, SecOps, DevOps. Those are the different bootcamps that we do have. And in between that, in the mix, you will go through the process, the probation process. So 3 months probation within that time frame that you guys will be going through. And then just straight after that, I think around May or so, you will transition into the project stage. So you will guys get assigned to different project teams, client teams at that stage. That will be happen for the remainder of the year. Get assigned into teams, client teams, and then also in conjunction with being in client teams, you'll be working on your full stack application that I actually mentioned earlier on. And then the very last month is what we call the transition month, is that we've gone through the whole process, the whole apprenticeship process, and you have passed and you've gone through all of that successfully. And then you guys will graduate. So you have a little ceremony for you guys to say, well done, because it's no easy feat, you know. So that'll happen around, December time. So that's the whole apprenticeship program in a nutshell. Thanks, Rory.
Oh, thank you so much, Knowles. Really appreciate it. Something that we'd just like to draw attention to is that you are more than welcome to raise questions in the Q&A. You'll see it in your Teams client, whether it's a web client or whether it's a desktop or mobile client. You'll see a Q&A icon. You can hit that and you can ask and start posing any questions you like. And as we get to the Q&A section of today's presentation, then we'll dive into those and answer any questions that you've got. I hope that's okay. Also, please note that Knowles is going to be dropping some links to more information on our website and how to apply. So look out for that in the chat. Again, there's a chat icon and you'll see those details if you hit that icon. So moving on, I'm going to pick up where Knowles left off and share just a little bit more around boot camps. What actually is a boot camp? Well, in our world, a boot camp is literally a focused period of time. It could be a week, it could be 6 weeks or 7 weeks. Each boot camp is different, but the goal is to give you focused time with a specific set of coaches where they take you through industry practices and take you through pragmatic, active exercises where you get to test software, you get to write test scripts, you get to write code, you get to do an analysis, you get to do design, you get to do documentation. It's a whole range of activities and information that's given to you that is designed specifically to bridge you in a very fast way from where you are as a student, graduating a university course, and take you into a work experience, give you the basic tools so that you can start applying what you're learning in terms of your coding style, in terms of your design style, in terms of your test style. And the real benefit behind this, the goal behind this, is to be able to bridge you as quickly as possible and to give you skills that you can work from. Ultimately, the boot camps take on a different form, as you can see, and there are several that we've got here that are listed, from learning about project skills, learning about business skills, analysis, test, code, automation, security, as well as DevOps. And you can see it's a broad learning area that we provide. So if you're leaving university at this stage and you're looking at what is my next step, what's my first step in my career, where am I going to go to, what position do I want to take up, how do I best transition into my work life, my career life, we honestly believe that this apprenticeship is a fantastic opportunity for you to consider. And I've got 3 core reasons why I believe it's better than anything else that you could be considering. Number one, the amount of energy and coaching and information that's poured into you during this year just can't be overlooked. This essentially gives you a launch pad that helps you to be outperform your peers. So what I mean by that is there's an intensity to it. There's a lot of learning. You're getting to practice a lot. You get to work with other young people and with folks that are in software development practice. These are folks that are coaches, that are also working in industry, and they want to work with you to be able to build you up so that you can perform in a team. And it's intense, but it's very powerful. And it sets an expectation on you in year 1 as to how you're going to grow over the coming years. And our goal is to be able to promote, drive you forward, and look at bringing you into our business even further after you've graduated your apprenticeship. So we'll talk about that a little bit later. The second primary reason is getting exposure to real commercial work. So often as a young person, when you start with a company, they put you to the periphery. And the reason is because their concern is that you're not going to have the skills to be able to contribute to whatever team you're working on. We are trying to do the reverse. We are trying to expose you to production software and expose you to teams and give you as much opportunity to be able to learn and apply what you've got out of your boot camps and apply it into real software. It's the whole intention of the program to put an intense situation in front of you that is going to grow you rapidly. And the third really important part of this is that almost 100%, 95% plus of our apprentices have gone on to be hired permanently by either one of the contract corporate partners that we've done projects with, or indeed by ourselves. So we've seen people go to AWS, Lexus, Impro, Derivco, and others, or they are hired by Kaleidocode. So Kaleidocode is a consulting firm, as you heard, and we hire a large proportion of the class as software consultants at the end of each apprenticeship year as well. This is, to give you an idea, is the graduating class from 2023 with certificates, a huge amount of variety in the people that joined that class, different demographic, different backgrounds, different parts of the country that they came from, and have done exceptionally well and have all stepped forward into new roles during 2024. We'll hear more from the 2024 graduates or apprentices a little bit later in our session. Right now, though, I'm going to hand back to Knowles, and she's going to tell you a little bit about what's expected of you if you were to become an apprentice with us on the program. And she will also share a little bit about what the process is if you wanted to apply for our program. Over to you, Knowles.
Thank you, Rory. So guys, what makes a successful candidate and apprentice? So what we do, we look at 2 things. We look firstly at your attitude. So this attitude, which is actually linked to one of our core values, which is learn, grow, and deliver. Attitude towards your growing, attitude towards your learning, and also your development. The second thing is aptitude. This speaks to technical ability and merit. And the program itself, what it does, it seeks to upskill you in this regard. And the training that you will receive is actually ongoing throughout the year. And I mentioned obviously that you get coaching and guidance from our coaches as well. And the expectations from you as an apprentice is that we expect that you have a strong work ethic, guys. We expect you to be professional. We expect you to be dedicated and committed to the full 12-month program. So when you sign on that dotted line, guys, it's telling us that you know what, you're really keen and that you're committed to the 12-month program. And also applying what you've learned throughout the boot camps. So that will assist you when you get assigned to client teams. So whatever you've learned to your boot camp, you will apply when you join your project to your client teams. So the apprenticeship recruitment journey, in a nutshell, guys. So the very first step that you do is you apply, guys. Get your applications in. I'm dropping the link to the application form onto the chat box. So if you haven't as yet, please click on it and get your applications in. The second step here is that once you've applied, then we'll ask you to complete a video questionnaire. This is so that we can get just to know you a little bit more. And then once that has been submitted, you'll get an invite to take an online assessment test. So this online assessment test will be broken down into numerics, patterns, and some coding and attention to detail questions as well. The following step is that after that, we will shortlist, and then if you have qualified, you'll be asked to write an in-person pen and paper assessment, which covers detail coding and attention to detail questions as well. Then if you get selected after that previous step, we will then move on to the interview stages. The very first one being the first round interview, which is what we call the HR interview. And here the focus is getting to know you much more, asking questions around your personality, what motivates you, your education, and also what your career goals are. The next step of the interview process is what we call the second round interview, which is a technical interview. So this is with our senior developers. You'll be given a problem to tackle on your own, and then you'll spend some time with our senior developers to talk through your solution to the problem. Step 6 of the recruitment process is our third and final interview, where you will sit down with some of our staff members who are in different roles within the company. For example, a business analyst, a tester, or a developer, and they are there to assess culture fit. So this will also give you an opportunity to find out how it is to work for us. You can find out what the day in the life of, say, a developer is like. That way you can also assess whether this is the kind of company that you would like to work for or be a part of. And the very last step to the recruitment journey for all successful candidates will be receiving that offer from us and ultimately beginning your apprenticeship journey with us in January 2025. Thank you, Rory. So I think Rory and I have talked a lot about what the program offers, what you can expect. But I think, as we mentioned, that to hear it from our current apprentices would be even better because they have first-hand experience. So to kick us off, I'm handing over to you, Tristan, to share a little bit about your experience.
Cool. Yeah, thanks, Knowles. Yeah, hi all. My name is Tristan Rugbia. I'm currently working as an apprentice developer here at Kaleidocode Pivot. I'm a graduate from Varsity College with a bachelor's degree in Computer and Information Science and Application Development. I graduated in 2023 and applied for the KCP 2024 apprenticeship, and now I'm here. Yeah, so I first encountered KCP at a career fair at Varsity College where they were promoting the apprenticeship program. The brochure that they handed out showcased the boot camps and amount of skills that were taught during the apprenticeship. Yeah, so I decided to apply for it as I saw it as a great entry-level position for me to gain some experience in the industry, and to also learn new skills and refine the ones that I already had learned. It was an amazing opportunity for me to get my foot into the door, and ever since it has continued to open doors for me. Yeah, so just a bit about how the apprenticeship has positioned me for the future. During the course of the apprenticeship program, I gained a great amount of experience working in the software industry. I acquired knowledge about how the industry works and how real-life applications are developed. And I've even had the privilege of being a part of the production process of such a software. I believe that the knowledge and experience gained from my time here at KCP is invaluable and has molded me into the developer that I am today, and will continue to be present in my career in the software industry. So the apprenticeship definitely has boosted my career and the growth curve, as I doubt I would have been able to learn, grow, and to deliver as much as I have with KCP. So that's just a bit of me and a nutshell of my experience in the apprenticeship program. I'll hand over to my colleague, Matthew Ibbotson.
Thanks, Trist. Hi, everybody. So yeah, my name is Matthew Ibbotson. I am also an apprentice developer here at KCP. I got a Bachelor of Arts degree majoring in psychology and sociology at UNISA, and then got my introduction to computer science through Harvard's CS50 course. So to give you an idea of what has been some challenges for me during the apprenticeship and how I have sort of worked through those, I would say that usually it's things like managing time and integrating into your team. It's not just a matter of like, I'm going to do all my work all the time and I'm never going to rest. You have to take breaks at the right times and not take your work home. It's very easy, especially as someone new to the industry, to fall too much to one side of being too lazy, not getting things done, but also doing way too much and never letting your mind rest. And really, I think a challenge is finding that golden point in the middle where you're doing just enough of everything. And I think that's a principle that really carries throughout all of software, as I've been seeing coming through this apprenticeship. Some things that I've learned a lot, both technically and behaviorally. I think that the biggest things I've learned have been all about learning to apply technical skills when collaborating with other people. It's this integration of code and programming and design with collaboration and admin and management. I think that sort of collaborating with others is not just a soft skill, it's also a technical skill. And that many things you do in programming are also not just technical skills, but they're also soft skills. And the apprenticeship has given me so many opportunities to work with people in different teams and of different disciplines and skill sets. So that has been an awesome way to learn to manage these multiple responsibilities and learn a lot about code and about people. Yeah, so that's it from me. I'm going to hand over to my colleague, Ash.
Thank you, Matt. So yeah, my name's Ashreya. I'm an apprentice developer here at KCP. I studied a Bachelor of Science at UKZN and then furthered my studies at Stellenbosch University in data science. So yeah, I found the apprenticeship to be incredibly rewarding thus far because, especially coming from a data science background, I used to think the software industry was just back-end programming. But I've learned a lot being here through the structured boot camps, along with the hands-on projects that have enhanced my technical skills and practical knowledge. And throughout my time here, I've worked closely with experienced mentors who have provided me with valuable insights and guidance, which helped me navigate complex challenges and grow professionally, which were skills that I didn't really learn in university. And then just some advice I could give to those of you who are just starting your career now is to embrace every learning opportunity that comes your way and to be open to learning, because any concept you pick up now is going to make a big impact later on. And then seek feedback, because there's nothing more valuable than constructive feedback and criticism. And the most important one is, which my colleague Matt had brushed up upon, was balance your work and your life. Whilst dedication is important, you need to make sure that you maintain a healthy work-life balance, because this will help keep you productive and focused. So that's it from me. I'm going to pass it back on to Knowles.
Thank you so much, guys, for sharing your experience in the program. So, guys, if everything that has been shared here today has resonated with you, please make sure that you get your application in. The application link is in the chat again. You can also follow us or contact us on our different social media platforms that are shared on the screen right now. We have our website as well that is on the screen, so you can learn about more about our company and the program itself. And also our email is also here if you have any queries that you would like to present to us.